Hello, YouTube and lagged out YouTuber League fans. We are here now with the Week 5 predictions. Week 4 has just happened, but me, Black Templar, and Roger Death
Hola.
about to predict the Week 5 matchups. A lot has happened in Week 4, but that's for a later video. We're gonna internally keep what has happened in mind and try and, without spoilers, explain what we think is going to happen next week. And the first match we are reviewing is Illithri Cymru versus Murder and Sodas. And if either of you can say, if either of you can say that name, the Wood Elf name, I'll give you a point.
I was gonna say I can pronounce murdering sodas.
No, I said the Wood Elf name, Roger.
Yeah. No, Roger. He said, "You love Cumbria."
There you go. All the points are black. Sorry, Roger, you're out of luck.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going for it.
But yeah. So,
don't need your silly Welsh points.
My Wood Elves against Soda's Human.
Can I say something? This is a bit of a mismatch, I think.
Based on standings, I absolutely agree.
Now, based on the fact that it's Elven bullshit versus a newbies, and considering the humans have not sorted out their team roster yet, I kind of feel this is a bit of a mismatch, I feel.
That is true. I was trying to find his team. So he has the journeyman, but he also has 2 levels to do. Both are linemen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with double blocks on them to give them some sustain power.
I'd absolutely give him block if I was him, unless the stat comes in.
Or I was going to disagree. Tackle would probably be a really good choice for him as well.
If you're thinking of only now, yes. Well, even that, now that I think of it, no. I only actually have 3 dodges, being 1 lineman and my war dancers.
Well, and plus as well, if you look at Murder Soda's next, I think his next few matches, he's got pretty much all Bashy teams coming up. He's got Radioactive Reagents, the Stambler Duros. I'm sorry if I butchered it, Johnny, but for God's sakes, Johnny, do pick some better names next time so we can actually read them.
Yeah,
English, please.
I will do a slight interruption. Roger, has it come up on YouTube? Am I doing this correct?
It's on YouTube. Don't worry.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I'm not actually watching it.
It's not for me, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm watching on free screen, so don't worry.
Linky. Oh, Roger. Oh. Streamer mode. Okay.
Yeah, no,
yes. Carry on. Sorry.
Yep. Anyhow, I kind of feel that seeing a lot of Bashy teams coming up. I do recommend for the Murder Sodas to forego this match, basically, take block and just prepare for the onslaught of fists that are coming in these next 3 matches.
That's basically what I was thinking. Like, you could pick Tackle to sort of counteract the 3 players I have, or you could think the next couple of foreseeable matches and pick something much more beneficial in more block.
Yeah, I was just going off of like the kind of the duration of the league. I think tackle will end up being more useful overall, but block is not a bad skill. I'm not saying that it is.
I'm trying to load his history. It's saying no. Okay, there we go. So he's played Lethal Leaves. That's the Halflings, which tackle would be great for. Gobos, that tackle would be great for. You, Undead.
Anything would have been helpful for me.
And Dol Ivanrik, which I believe is Sight Stark Elves. So he's already through 3 of the dodge teams. I really don't think at this point that you should take tackle at all. Never mind right now. I think he's through so much to the tackle. Like, what has he got left? The High Elves, the Lizards.
He's got Elven Union coming up in a couple weeks.
Pro Elves, that's 3 out of 20-ish matches. So,
he'll have the other halflings. Sour gummies.
So
he's got
4 of 20.
Arcade Heaven. Yeah, but we have to look at you have to look at the media. When it comes to Blood Bowl and picking skills, you've got to look at the long haul. You can't look at the next match. You have to look at the next 5 matches and say, right, what am I going to face the most of? If I'm facing mostly bash teams,
Oh, 100%. That's what I do. Where is he? So, what else? Oh, wrong button. That button. So, what else? The recovering Tomb Kings. They have just got the second Tomb Guardian back. Spoilers. I'll correct the Roses. I don't know what team that is off the top of my head.
That would be the Chaos Dwarfs.
Chaos Dwarfs. You don't want to dodge for that. So that's still 1-4-2 against.
And then you've got the and
then Radioactive Reagent, which are the Underworld? Nope.
Oh, they're the Union Pro Elves.
Okay, yeah. If you only consider his next 4 matches, it's semi-useful. But it said, like, I only have 3 dodge players.
He's already got, his blitzers sorted out, so he's got a fair bit of block already.
Where's he go? Where's he go?
He's got 4 blitzers.
Yeah. Page Direful.
There you go.
But, yes, he does have... Like I said, I would say for him, get block, but with the match itself, I'll be honest, this is Direfuls to lose. Unless a horrendous amount of nuffling comes into effect. Which, let's be honest, it can happen.
And we hope for it to happen, let's be honest.
Look, you're just salty I didn't win 7-0 to stop you being the biggest loser of the entire league ever. Yeah, no, I do agree with Black. This is absolutely mine to lose. Like, he's gonna have one loner, which is gonna be 50k, take him up to 910. I'm near 1200. He's gonna get some endorsements.
Yeah, and if we assume skills 20 each, he might get lucky and get an attribute. We have to assume he's just gonna get skills though. So that would put him at 950.
Yeah, that's what was making it slightly awkward to predict this match. Like, if he gets 2 strength ups, then it suddenly...
that changes the whole game.
Exactly. It suddenly becomes very, very awkward.
Could do, but I do believe strength up to me, especially on linemen, it's not the greatest. I mean, don't get me wrong, a strength up will help, but to be honest...
Oh, is he fired? Yeah, he's fired.
Okay. He didn't have much of a choice because the Yoga got absolutely butthurt.
It was strength down. I just wasn't sure if he did it yet or not, considering he hasn't
leveled. I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Oh, his ogre got a strength down.
I was the one that caused it.
Yeah,
Shocker.
It was Roger.
Shocker.
It was Roger the bully.
He's always a big bully.
I tried to help him as much as I could through that match, but we're not here to reflect on previous matches.
Yeah. He may be a big bully to everyone else, but when it comes to me, I'm the one person he doesn't bully around because I bully back.
Yeah, I'm an elf. I just walk away. I'm the bigger man. Or bigger elf. I don't want to fight you. I just want to walk away and get touchdowns.
Anyhow, gentlemen, shall we predict scoring? Unfortunately for you, Direful, you're going to have to sit this one out because it's your team.
To be fair, I wouldn't know what to predict anyway because his loner takes him up to 9-10. Plus the skills, doubles lowers it. It's quite hard to predict considering he hasn't done his levels. But yeah, I'm gonna let you two take a guess.
Roger?
This isn't even going to be a fair game for the humans. They're going to get run roughshod. They'll be lucky if they can keep a handle on the elves. I think at least a 3-0 for the elves. It's going to be bad.
Oh, huh? I'm going for a 2-1 to the High Elves. Saying the High Elves, what else?
I was gonna say, where the fuck are High Elves coming from here, but these are the Welsh Wood Elves.
You're all the same to me. That should be a stain on somebody's boot.
Even when we are, we still 6-0'd you. Oh wait, sorry, that's only Roger.
It was only Roger, not me. You're not faced me yet.
Not yet. Yet being the prime word.
Don't worry, you'll have your time to crush him soon.
Anyway, I know I'm not technically allowed, but now that we have the public prediction, I am going to say regardless, because we have the public prediction, I have given it to myself. I'm not going to do the score, but I have faith.
Anyhow, I think... Shall we move on?
I thought you had something else to say there. That's why I held off.
No. But the next match should be interesting, though.
Carlton Carnage versus Aristogoblins. The
Aristogoblins.
better of the vampire teams against the surprisingly strong goblins. Like, they're third right now.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one.
As goblins.
The goblins have done quite well. I mean, they've been quite sturdy in this league so far. But I do believe for the goblins, at least, they are due for a fall. But when that happens, is when.
After they board cleared me, as soon as possible. I definitely want to see them fail. And the niggling injury on that Fnatic could be their fail.
Not really, because, to be honest, a niggling injury on Fnatic is pretty much nothing. If it was on, let's say, his chainsaw, however, or his trolls, then there's a big issue.
Yeah, because pretty much with the Fnatic, you get a POW on them somehow, they're just going to go down. The niggle's not going to be a big factor here.
Aren't they choke themselves? Yeah, so
they can
half. Yeah, that's what I mean. I reckon he's going to get that one, or whatever it is. Choke himself, and that niggle's going to turn a badly hurt into a death. At least, I hope.
Well, you say that, but we also got to look at the vampires as well. The Carlton Carnage. They have got one player that's movement 7 now. It might not seem much, but our movement 7 vampire could be a bit of an issue for the goblins.
It absolutely could. Especially as I haven't really seen Speedy do too many goblin throws. So if he's not throwing the goblins behind their lines, suddenly having that movement 7 piece to actually get to the ball, get to the threat zones, that could actually be a game changer in just that one square.
The other thing to think about here is that Gamba is struggling with a decision. He talked about this at the end of his stream. He's trying to decide if he's going to continue to save up for a 4th reroll, which I think is probably the best idea. Get a 4th vampire, or get another thrall.
That is true, and as part of this stream, I reckon he goes for the vamp, because, like, once you get Blodge in your vamps, at least one should be pro, the rest should be leader. They should be rerolling their own bloodlust at that point. I know it's a little bit dodge currently, but I think the vampire, in the long term, and this is the longest season we've ever had, I think that is the correct option for him.
Well, in my honest opinion, I think a reroll's always good. Don't get me wrong, reroll's always good.
He has 3 already, though.
But, yeah,
for vampires, that is not enough.
It isn't.
Could be.
However, I believe another vampire might be more in order than anything, because you have to remember, when it comes to the vampires, right, they're going to be doing most of the main ball handling and, like,
and blocking.
Blitzwork. Yep. So, I think the best course of action is to get another vampire, but not for this match. Not for this one. For one reason only. To keep the team rating down as much as possible. Just for this match.
I think as it is, it's only a 50k inducement that Speedy's looking at.
Literally, checking that. So
yeah, 1030 versus 980.
Yep. So, I think the best course of action for the College Cumbria for this match, don't buy anything. Yeah, but
yeah,
that
no,
means...
I actually see what you mean there, Black.
Yeah, no bribes, no shenanigans. It's like, right, you're only gonna get a Budweiser babe, and that's it.
Or bribe, which the fanatics of the Gobos are also happy with. Either for the fanatics or loonies, etc. Or no, bribes are
Looney
100.
over
What am I
Fnatic.
about? Bribes are 100.
Yep.
No, wait. The Gobos get cheaper bribes?
I've never played them, so I don't know.
No, they don't. They have to pay the 100. It's like everyone else.
Ouch. Okay. I absolutely think Gambit should take the next vamp. But yeah, upon realizing or learning that it's only 50k endorsement for those Gobos, they don't do it this game.
Yeah, it's starve them out
Yeah.
on team value, force them to have no bribes. They
Yeah.
have to either ration the special weapons, or they hope to God they use them in one half and just stall the game out for the entire half.
That too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have one bribe, 2 secret weapons, and then every foul is the same risk as everyone else, because they don't have any dirty players, sneaky gits, or anything of the sort. And obviously, Goblins pretty much rely on their fouls to make the numbers advantage. So, yeah, Gamba, don't buy anything yet. Next game.
Oh yeah.
Buy your 4th
Oh yeah.
vamp.
Yeah, I would wait to the next round, Gambit, because you know Gambit's gonna have a very hard match in these after this one. I think for this match, don't buy, save. Then the next week round, buy. That way, it keeps the goblins at bay, and it would also means you're not gonna lose money if one of your vampires actually gets
Ooh.
killed,
Hang on.
which can happen.
CD is saying in chat that Goblin bribes do cost 50k.
But
Even then,
he's only gonna-
it'd be limited
he's only
to
gonna get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, even just keep it. Even if he only just gets that one bribe, that's still a big blow.
If he bought the vamp, that would suddenly boost it to 3. How much are vamps? 110. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said. Don't buy a vamp. Limit him to 1, not 3.
Oh yeah. It says that only needs one bribe, but to be honest, no.
Not
The goblins need as much bribes as possible.
Yeah. They want a
'cause
foul, and they have 2 secret weapons. Should be more. Buy your Bombardier already.
He won't, because bombardiers. The point bombardiers are, yes, if they're hitting the right place, they could do horrendous amount of damage. But if the ball is caught, it could come back to bite him in the arse.
And think about how much
half the
agility we
elves,
have
though.
in this.
Nah, I think he's already faced half the elves though.
But anyhow, shall we move on to scoring? Because we are kind of moving. We are kind of delaying a bit.
Drags scores. Oh, Gobos are so hard to predict on score because they are so Nuffle reliant or luck reliant.
Then half of the joke teams are.
They cannot be a joke team. They can actually be really strong.
Vampires are also reliant on it to not bloodlust, so it kind of goes both ways.
Yes,
Nuffle will definitely determine this game, I think.
And Gamba isn't green. He's rusty. But from what I know of him, was super experienced, super good, is just rust. So I'm gonna give a 2-1 to Carlson Carnage.
Gotcha.
I think just because of how much this game can swing due to the way that the RNG works and the way how much Nuffle decides he hates one team or the other, I really do think it's going to come down to be a tie. I was on the side of the Aristogoblins, or the Aristoblins, for a long time. I think this is going to be a tie, though. I think this is going to be a 1-1 tie.
I was going to say, he's done well, but what's the score?
Yeah, he's done really well. He's got 3 wins and a tie under his belt. But Nuffle can't favor him all the time. I think this is just going to be a 1-1 tie. It's going to be a difficult one for the goblins with the tools they have. The vampires can stop them, no problem, I think. But they will. But I think both sides will score, so 1-1.
Fair. And black.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the goblins. I feel that they'll just have enough to press on because that chainsaw is gonna run roughshod over the thralls if he's good. If Speedy plays his cards right. I'm going for 2-1 win to the goblins.
Yeah, I can see both. It's such a close and luck-reliant match. Yeah, I can't disagree with either of you there, to be fair. I have
We are literally running the gamut on this one.
Yeah, I have just checked my public vote. Although, speaking of, I've just noticed after I added mine, it's 3 wins, 4 draws. Only one person currently thinks Speedy wins that. Quite interesting. So Black hasn't had his added his yet.
The only person that currently is a Spike, and he doesn't count.
Exactly. But regardless, that's a subject for another time. Wish You Were High Elves versus the Fighting Clowns. Amazons versus Kislev. Bronchi versus Bright Op.
Right. I've got to say this about Bright Ops. Last game, things did not go his way. In his last match. The blinking least.
That was one of the matches I didn't see. I heard he had rain. Which is so unfortunate.
Yeah. He's gotten rain, I think, 2 of the 4 games. I think the other one was going to be a blizzard. The weather has not favored Kislev at all.
Every time I played him, like, not last week, the week before, when it was Kislev, and last season when he was Lizards, he's had rain each time against me, and obviously both times as Elf, which just sucks for him.
And also, I question his logic, Bright Ops. Why in the name of Nuffle's ballsack has he not picked block for his blitzers?
I was just looking at what's he got? He's got dodge on one. Is that leader or pro on the other?
Oh, it's Nerves of Steel.
Oh shit. That makes even less sense. That's a blitzer.
And the tackle on alignment.
Or maybe, actually.
It's a...
Yeah.
And
I think Nerves of Steel makes more sense on the throwers, but he doesn't have any.
He's got a catcher.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He has a catcher. Yeah, he's pulling that blitzer up to catch.
I think he's trying to hedge his bets here.
Oh yeah, the options and the threats to your opponent of all of these people can catch can be brilliant, and it's sort of what I rely on. There's just so many threats you can't deal with them all.
Yeah, but the problem though I think Biops has got at the moment is if he faces a more of a bashy style of team, say for example the Amazons, who can do it. I mean, if we look at the Amazons team, I mean Ronki has 4. He has 4 blodgers on his team.
2 guards,
2 of guard,
tackle,
mighty blow. I'll tell you right now, that player at the top is going to murder Bright Ops' team. Big time if it gets going.
Inside every single MVP. She has had it 4 times, which is such weird and unreal luck.
I mean, she is ridiculously bloated, and it's like, if she dies, that team value is gonna go down like a rock.
Yeah, like, you look at my dual ward answers and think a death hurts me like hell. That is,
although Ronki is quite hoping the bludge on 2 legs is going to die.
That's the other part that confuses me. It's like, why? That's all of your TV. Which actually might be why, but Mighty Blow, tackle, piling on.
That is a fantastic piece for just about any match.
That's why I don't get why Ronki wants her to die. It's like, that is so good for you. Why did you want her dead?
He told me that because he doesn't want to have high TV, because if he has high TV, everybody's going to have stuff that's going to beat the living snot out of him.
Again, as someone who's had too many fucking chainsaws against them, I get it. But that is your piece that stops what kills you. Dodge, mighty blow, piling on, tackle. There's nothing that piece cannot deal with. Like,
The one trick with that piece is the piling on, though.
yeah.
If he ever uses it, that is foul target 1.
Oh yeah, you gotta protect her if she piles on. But like, next level, give her Dauntless, and she will literally 1v1 absolutely every piece in the league. She is actually so scary.
And the thing we also gotta look at, gentlemen, there will be a fair fight because because the Fighting Clowns are gonna have 2 loners. Just 60k apiece.
1130, where away are the Kislev? Wait, they have 2 loners?
Yeah, they will have
Yep.
2. They are missing a
They
player
will.
overall, and they have one that's just missing this game.
So that'll be an extra 120.
120k.
That'll be
Which puts them dead even.
1030.
1130.
Yes. Yeah, they actually will be dead even.
Yep. And to be honest, I'm sorry to say this, Bright, but you're in for a royal beating. I mean, don't get me wrong, your leap can help you, but you're not an elf.
And Ronki has a reserve. And yeah, no, AG3 leap makes no sense. Like, I've been bullshitting my leap as a wood elf of AG4.
It's to be expected with a wood elf.
That's
but
what I mean.
With Kislev, I mean, don't get me wrong, leap is a powerful tool. It can get you places. But the problem is, if it fails, oh god, it's more punishing to a Kislev than it is to an elf.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I know they're called Kislev on this, but it's basically a slant team. Whichever name you want to give them, they make no sense.
The trick to remember with this leap is that they basically are AG4 players because the very long legs modifier.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
When leaping, they are AG4. So, yeah, that is actually a good counterpoint that I didn't think of.
That catcher pretty much will not fail leap. It is easier to leap away than it will be to dodge away.
Yeah.
Even being AG.
Oh yeah, but we also gotta look at the point is, there'll be times when Bright will be forced into a brawl against the Amazons, and to be honest, he cannot stand a fist fight.
He can't stand any
Which
fight.
Which says something when a Amazon team can outmuscle a team that easily.
The AV8 doesn't make enough of a difference here. The lack of dodge dodge is, I think, the far more valuable skill here than having an additional agi.
Which is what I was about to say. I disagree about the whole Amazons beating someone this early in the season. Like, Amazons are, in my opinion, the absolute best early league, or early season, whatever you want to call it, team. Because they start with so many skills. At this level of TV, I firmly believe they are the best team, without a doubt.
I disagree on that. I believe the dwarfs are better because the dwarfs are just mini tanks. It's like, right, how do you kill a dwarf? You don't.
If you put them against
Unless
each
you-
other, dwarfs absolutely win. Because obviously tackle will counter everything that the Zons have and dodge on every single piece they can buy.
And also block, which means they can't physically outpunch them.
That doesn't mean against each other, yes, dwarfs win. But against most teams,
Yeah, most teams don't have the counter to the full dodge that the Amazons have.
yeah. At the start, I am under the complete firm belief Amazons are the best team at start when you consider the TV 1000.
Yeah, shall we make a predictions?
Yeah, I'll let you go first, because I am really unsure at the moment, so I need a few more moments to think.
No problem. I'm gonna go with we were elves. I'm going for them to win 2-1.
2-1 to the Zons. Roger?
I'm going to agree. I think the lack of block on the Kislev team and the lack of a real counter to all the dodging is going to be what seals this deal. I agree exactly 2-1 for the Zons.
Yeah. I think, personally, so long as it does not rain, I think Bright is the better coach. Although his team is worse, I think he's the better coach, and I think he could clinch a 1-1 here. So, yeah, I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay. Next one, and I feel sorry for this poor little bugger.
I know.
The itty bitty titty committee versus Arcade Heaven.
Yeah.
Right. Where do you want to start with this?
Bad halflings.
There's not a good place.
Against the first place Skaven.
Yeah, there's not a good place to start with this.
Right, let me find one of those teams.
This is just not going to be good. This is going to be a slaughter.
It could be and it can't be, because here's the reason why. If you look at the itty bitty committee, right? They're gonna have one loner, which is they're gonna have one loner.
Halflings don't care.
That'll take them up to 710.
And if you look at the Arcade Heaven, their inducement level's gonna be over 500.
Wait, it's gonna be 500.
It'll be 510.
510. Ouch. Hang on. Quick check of the banks in case.
No, 490, I think.
Close to 500, shall we say?
Yeah, more or less 500, which
does have 100k. Have they got their stadium upgrade? They do have the enough altar. Our players cost 50k less.
And it will be at the Halfling Stadium.
So,
wow.
Do you hear Strong Branch about to make his appearance?
Strong Branch and the Master Chief. Oh, Master
Chef.
Chief. I've been calling out for 3 seasons.
When did we go to the Lizards?
Master.
What? Yeah, well, I was saying, when did Master Chief get into this game? When did that happen?
He's
when you steal all their rerolls,
now.
When you steal all their rerolls, they are basically Master Chief.
Yeah. I think the AB Kitty Committee could do some damage. I think this is where they're going to need to steal a lot of rerolls, get a lot of bribes, and go hell for leather and beat the snot out of that team by fouling the old living Jesus out of them.
Absolutely should. Their lack of reserves is the bit that makes me hesitant. Like, they'll have a single loner reserve if they buy the tree. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the Skaven also only have one reserve. But then
but
these gut runners have been an absolute menace.
They are terrifying.
Everyone's asked. I mean, I did try to kill him, but unfortunately, that didn't happen because nothing was protecting him like there was no tomorrow. Gets.
Sorry, just looking at chat. Oath Master Chief is in Blood Bowl for sure.
But in any case, the Arcade Heaven, I mean, like the Gobbles we talked about earlier, fall somewhere. But the question is when. When will that fall come?
Yeah, I was hoping they'd at least get a draw in the past week, because they've been Nuffled so hard thus far, that I thought, no, Nuffle can't continue to screw them over. And without spoilers, Nuffle continues to screw them over.
Oh yeah, but I feel that my opinion, what the ABA2 community needs to do now is just go hell for leather, just murder everything in sight.
At this point, you may as well, like, just make all of the halfling missiles. Like, you're screwed anyway. Have a laugh, throw halflings at people and hope they die. Not the halflings, the thing that the halflings thrown at.
Yeah, we don't want our league mates to die.
No.
No, we've already had one achievement die, which was Speedy.
Which
it's hilarious.
And
yeah,
it's not a spoiler because it was a couple weeks ago, but like, yeah, one tree has died, the other got a movement up. It's just busted for a tree.
Ironically, the replacement tree for the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, Malt, who is the one that killed the previous tree, has already gained its level. It is the only level currently on that halfling team, which is not a bad thing for them, honestly.
Yeah, they've been so screwed in MVPs. The guard is nice, especially with Doubletree, obviously. But they've been starved of star player points. Like, there's no better word for it other than completely starved.
I think I looked it up earlier, and they have 19 star player points total they've earned.
Well,
because they've
15,
had the first week they got
19,
absolutely none.
18, 19, 24 they have right now. So, yeah, that's the 19 you said, plus an MVP. So I assume they learned nothing bar the MVP from the last week.
They got nothing, period, in the first week. So that's the interesting thing. This week they got just an MVP.
Or
which was on
roll / meat thermometer. Stupid thing. But yeah, these Skaven are so scary. King of the Cosmos. Like, I don't know how new / experienced he actually is, but he's dominating right now.
He is putting on a show for us on how to play Blood Bowl.
Yeah, right. Obviously, the fact he has 4 gutter runners dominating is bad. The fact he has a wrestle strip ball gutter runner is worse.
Oh, to be fair, I mean, to be honest, right, he hasn't faced any of the more better coaches yet. I mean, he's faced me, but to be fair, if it was any of my better teams that I had control of, say humans, orcs, or any other, I could do the business. But it's ogres I had, which was like, yeah, I'm playing Duffels roulette, so I can't perform my full skill set.
Oh yeah, I fully agree with you. I just laughed that we said it. But yeah, he's like, I've got an easy start. He has beyond easy. He is playing. Oh, what's easier than easy?
I mean, like I said, I mean, if I had like my humans or orcs or any of normal teams,
yeah, any actual team,
my match, yeah, it would have been a different story. But since I had ogres, which was relying heavy on luck. But I'm going to be honest. This match, I feel, is Skaven's to lose. Like yours, it's Skaven's to lose.
I don't think you're getting any doubts from anybody that you talk to on that one.
No.
The Skaven team's just going so well right now.
Yeah, the Skaven are snowballing beyond belief.
And then the other side of the coin is the Halflings just... They've been nuffled to high heaven and back.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of snowballing is, like, just a term for being screwed.
Melting?
I think it's shit rolls downhill.
No, downhill's good, because you get bigger.
But what
Porosity bitty is a snowball trying to go uphill. Doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
No, it's going... No, a snowball is a nice fluffy thing. A shit rolling down the hill is worse.
And I would think of Venom, like, you're a turd in the wind. Just like it's a bitty titty committee, unfortunately. He is a turd in the wind, and I feel so sorry for GW Raw.
Predictions.
Yeah. Well, I'll go first, and I'm sorry to say this, Grim, but I believe Arcade Heaven will win 6-0.
6-0.
6. Damn, that's bigger than I was gonna go with my 5-0.
It's higher than I was gonna go with a 3-0.
Like,
It's just the thing is, though, guys, he's got nothing to stop those gutter runners, and
I know
they're just gonna run. They're just gonna run rough.
I want Itty Bitty Titty Committee, stupid name, but I want them to win so much because GW Rules have just been so fucked. He deserves a break, and beating first place would be the best story for his final break and his comeback story.
It would be fantastic to see the Skaven fall. I just don't think they have the tools.
No, that's what I mean. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be brilliant if it did, and I hope it does.
I would love to see the Itty Bitty Committee win, but what we're looking at right now, I don't see that happening. I think this is pretty much the Arcade Heavens are going to win this, and I'm going to stand by my score 6-0.
Yeah, as I said, I think he'll stop it a little bit with my 4-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the 4-0. I don't think they'll get as high as the 6. That required some extreme bullshit from somebody in here.
Speaking of halfling bullshit, we do have Malt's halflings and the lethal leaves against Joe's Helsing abridgment vampires.
Oh, can I start this, please?
Yeah,
Go
go
for it.
ahead.
I'm gonna say it right now, Joe. You are so screwed. It's unreal. I mean, he's lost two. No, hear me out. Best players for this match.
He has. He lost Alucard. And he did immediately replace it with Alucard at strength level 1. His girl is out, which actually, yeah, really does suck for him. I forgot his girl is out.
That one's one that's gonna suck because it's not just an out, that's the AV down when they come back.
Yeah, but it's an AG up. So when it comes back, it could still be pretty good.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, you have to look at one other factor he's also losing, and that is he's also lost Pip as well. So he's lost him.
Pips.
That's
For
Nothing.
the
That's
game.
just a journey.
Yeah. Basic Thrall is nothing. I would rather have Journeyman Thralls on my team than actual Thralls.
The journeys you can bite without fear. Like, so what if you kill him? It's a journeyman.
Yeah. But we also got to look at the point as well as, with his opponent is Molt, and the thing with Molt is, we all know Molt is a very skilled coach.
He won last season.
Yep. And also, if you look at his team value, he's going to get about 300k inducements. Please, Timber.
I think he'll be closer to the 400 point by the time we get the loners involved.
Ooh, yeah, it's 3 loners.
It's 3 loners for both teams, actually.
So, so Malt will be 690, 720, 750 will be Malt.
Now, the thing is though, the one saving grace for Joe is that there'll be no strong branch for this match. That's a saving grace.
I don't know, I'm trying to find his...
There'll be no strong branch, which is good. However, look at the point here that his block potential has taken a bit of a diminishing hit, and his speed has also took a... No, because strong branch costs 300.
And he's at home, so 50k less.
No, I don't believe Malt is home.
Malt's away.
Hang on. So
Malt is away.
One
on the left is home.
So let's work out TV here. So after loners, Malt is 750. Helsing or Joe is that one there.
Which you'll get free, so 120 at top of that.
That put him up to 110. He could get Strong Branch if he doesn't want Master Chief or Master Chef.
Yeah, but to be honest, I would go Master Chef because if the vampires lose their rerolls, they are screwed.
It's the worst thing that can happen to them. You might as well surrender almost at that point. They have to keep a thrall with a vampire at every single point of the game.
Yeah,
if
that's
they
the
do
point.
not,
they can
that
keep
turns
the
over.
thrall to not need those rerolls. So, if not once, he could have Strong Branch. So I wouldn't count that potential third tree and strong as hell tree out.
Yeah, but I think if Molt does what I think he's going to do, I think he will take the Master Chef and Puggy along with a reroll or an extra, apothecary or Sublimizer Braves, because let's be honest, as I said before, the vampires need rerolls. They need them desperately. And if Joe rolls once, which he has done in prodigious fashion, and he can agree with me on this, I would feel that if he takes away all 3 of his rerolls and leaves him with 1, I mean, that is a crippling effect on poor Joe. And also, we must add the factor as well, gentlemen, is also the fan factors. Now,
Didn't
Hell's in
check
the
those.
Bridge has got 3, which is pretty good. And Molt has got 3 as well, so they're pretty equal on fan factor.
Oh, they're literally equal. That
But
may as well be
but
0 each.
yep. So that I feel that for Molt should take the Half Chef Puggy and possibly a bribe or an extra reroll, whatever he wants to take.
I'd probably go with Bloodwisers over the extra reroll since he's already more than likely getting some from the chef.
True.
Yeah. I still think he should probably pick the tree and just beat the absolute hell out of all those thralls. The vampires know to bite.
Yeah, but like I said, if you take away the rerolls, it means Joe has to make choices. It's either
It means
do
he
I
has
go
to
forward?
bite.
Yep, he has to bite. So that's why I think Master Chef should be a better choice because, like I said, for every reroll he loses,
But every roll he
that's a
loses
crippling blow.
means he has to bite. Every thrall that the tree kills or beats out of the game means he has no one to bite.
The
Yeah,
trick,
but
though, is if he keeps biting his thralls, even if they're down, he always risks that KO or badly hurt, and they're out.
Exactly.
His
So-
thrall, either way, the trick is just decreasing the blood supply for the vampires.
Yeah, which is why I think the tree is actually the better option of remove all the thralls using your immense strength from that tree, remove any bite target, and then sure, he has a couple of rerolls, but he either uses on Bloodlust or important moves like passes, dodges. Like, the rerolls are a lot more limited on the thralls.
But the problem is though you're relying heavily. Now, I mean, Joe just made a great point here. What he's just saying here, he doesn't care if the foes die. He's only got 3 vampires, and to be honest, he's right. But if he loses all the rerolls, those vampires become such big risks. Like, do I use them now or later? And he's gonna have to think tactically. So
Depends on the blood
I would say,
balance.
yeah, I would say to be honest, here, Strong Branch is not the answer for this match. I think the Master Chef is, but we'll have to see what Mo does. It's his choices. I think he'll go for the Chef run.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with Black Templar on this. I think the chef is the better choice.
I've never played a Fling team, so I'm not 100% sure. But I absolutely think, based on Malt's previous wins, that he knows what he's doing, knows how to play against Vamp, as he's our current season champion. And I think he will still pull a 2-0 out of this, regardless of his endorsement choice.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you there at 2-0. It just the vampires are a decent team. They can be really strong, but they're also so prone to just how screwed they get with those bloodlusts and how many rerolls they have. Thralls are so easy to get out, just not only because they're armor 7, but because every time you have to bite them, you risk losing them permanently. I think it's going to be 2-0 for the Flings.
Even the permanent is only badly, but it's out for the match.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 to the Halflings. I think Joe will get a cheeky one early, but then his eventual bloodlusting and his Lacryos is gonna catch up with him.
You think 2-0 is an insult? I don't know if Joe wants us to predict the 4-0 against him, or... Anyway, ignoring the chat. Next match.
Joe, I love vampires, Joe.
Oh yeah,
they're
want
one of my
vamps.
favorite teams to play. Yeah, they're one of my favorite teams to play. They were up there in my list of what they get. They're just difficult to play, and I think in this case you're gonna have a hard time.
I think you're actually being kind for this season's draft in giving up the vamps because Joe wanted them. If I remember
I wanted to try
correctly.
something new. To be fair, I hadn't played Necro before, so it was a bit of a different thing. So it's kind of been interesting.
Yeah, but regardless, next match, Sour Gummies against Nippon. How do you say that? Rakashi?
Rakishis.
Rakishis. Okay.
Black Templars, ogres against pig dogs, underworld denizens.
Yeah.
Underworld
And
versus ogres.
to be honest, somehow, by the great graces of Nuffle, my Nobblers have not been killed.
It is unfortunate. So I'm gonna quick check it. Big Dog Sour Gummies at the moment. So he's gonna have 2 loners. He has 2 blocks. Only 1 troll. Unless I'm blind.
They only get 1 troll, the Underworld Denizens.
Yeah.
Wait, they only get 1? Ew.
Yeah, they only get 1.
And he's not done much all season. He's pretty much been KO'd and just sits out for the rest of the match in multiple games, from what I hear.
Ew.
Yeah. And
let's find Black's team.
He's got the main thing to think is that he's got 2 ogres with piling on, which is the key skill for ogres.
oh hell yeah!
It
Took me a freaking age to get it.
I absolutely hate that skill because ever since the start of tabletop, I learned that it's been nerfed. Like, I think tabletop hasn't nerfed into oblivion, so you never pick it.
Yeah, to me though, I'm gonna be honest. I had a talk with one of the developers of the tabletop game when I was at Warhammer event.
Yeah.
Why did you nerf Pylon
Fucking busted.
when Dodge should be nerfed? No, hear me. Let me hear what I said to him.
Yep.
Why did you nerf Pylon when you should nerf Dodge? Because all the dodgy teams have gone away with utter bull. So why are you not giving Dodge a look at? And he said, well, Dodge is not a bad skill. I said, no. Dodge is unfair to many people like the ogres who cannot physically stop them. Pylon was our only way of stopping them. So, I'm sorry to say this, but you kind of dropped the ball on this one.
No, you're totally
But
wrong
he
there.
did say that... No, let me finish. And he said to me, well, we are going to give the ogres new stuff to deal with them, aka the kick-in, which is the kick-in and the fact that now the Nobblers do not count towards your team value.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair, because let's be honest... Which, I mean, it's a fair trade-off, but if we look at the facts here I'm facing against Sal Gummies. Now, it's going to be very hard for me because, one, I'm facing a dodgy team, which is very hard to pin down. Let's be honest.
There's Dodge Stunty. But, like, obviously Roger's always fucking angry at Dodge. So he gets no opinion.
It didn't help him. I will tell you that. It did not help this dodgy team.
I will say, a fighty team, when you're 2-dying, is a 2-die. With only the 1 being bad for you, assuming you have block. The dodge teams only ever get 1 die. You can't 2-die a dodge. Dodge is not as bad as you'll think it is.
But the thing is, though, I need 1 particular hit, which is a POW, and... I mean, don't get me wrong, if I do break the Goblin's armor...
The 1 in 6, but you get 2 dice to do it. A dodge doesn't. Dice. Remember, I'm strength 5. That's just... Oh, yeah, 3 die, which further proves my point against people complaining about dodge and elves all the fucking time. We only get 1 die in elf bullshit. We get 1 die. That's it. The bashy teams get 2 die. Yeah, but you get away. And more star player points.
As much as I would absolutely love to continue this discussion of dodge versus piling on being broken, let's try and keep this to predictions, guys.
Fair enough.
That is a prediction. Piling is bullshit. It's OP in this game, which I think might give Black the edge. Because it's bullshit. Did you watch my last match? I piled on 5 times and it did bugger all.
I think you got 1 KO or stun out of it, and that was about it.
I'm not looking at your luck, I'm looking at the stats. And the odds.
The trick's going to be if you can knock them down. If you take them down, you will injure them, almost guaranteed. It is not a sure thing, but you have a good chance of it. The trick's just, like you said, hitting them down.
You're also the guard, but even those nobblers could hit once the guard piece is in play.
Yeah. I mean... This is the thing, though. I mean, My Nobblers are. I mean, to be honest, if I take out the Skaven with the two block Skaven he's got, if I take them out, then that's gonna really hamper Pig Dog as well.
Yeah, because
Because-
he'll have 2 loner goblins, but that's it.
And to be honest, Pig Dog, he's outstrengthed by a country mile against me.
Your ogres. If he wasn't, I'd be shocked.
But the thing is, though, I mean, it is going to boil down to, in my view, if can I knock down these goblins quick enough to make it worthwhile?
I wouldn't say it's the goblins you want to hit, because they're the ones to dodge. I'd say it's the Skaven that you need to hit to win that.
Oh yeah, well, the Skaven, but
Like most
I have
of
to
them
be realistic.
block.
Yep, but I gotta be realistic. I'm likely going to get probably my paws on probably the goblins more than the Skaven, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more coin toss matches.
I think everybody will agree this is the match to watch for the week. One of the matches.
It'll certainly be a good match.
If you're a gambler, definitely. Because it is such a gamble, it's actually quite a hard prediction.
There is a hard prediction with me. It's like, will you got to play with the ogres? They're either going to be ridiculously good or there's going to be naff.
Which is the same for the Underworld, which is why it's such a hard prediction.
I think that the Ogres will probably win 1-0. It'll be close. I think you can manage to get a single touchdown in. I think you can stop the Underworld team. They've not had great luck lately. They just came back up for an absolute nuffling. I think that luck's probably going to continue. I think you can get that touchdown and take the game.
They haven't. I try not to look at players' luck, because it's Nuffle. She, and yes, glad, she will fuck anyone over at her whim at the time. So, I am gonna give it black. Just because I think there's gonna be some animosity in those sour gummies that screws it.
You said that so questionably. Are you sure you want to give it to Black Templar?
55-45. I'm not confident.
What do you think the score's going to be?
1-0 sour gummies. Okay, yep, I'm going for the Underworld. Because I think Nuffle's going to screw them both, but I think it's going to bonehead more than it's going to animosity.
Well, you never know. I mean, I might have one of those matches like I did with the ABDT committee and just do demolition work.
Absolutely, that's what I mean. It's such a hard one to predict. But rather than further debating the predictions for that coin toss, let's move on to the Overneric. This is Masters Bastards. Dark Elves versus humans? Are they human?
Oh, they're dwarves.
Dwarfs, that's it. Couldn't remember off the top of my head.
So those are the humans. We discussed them already.
We have a couple duplicates.
No, they are the dwarves are known as humanoid rotundas.
Right, just put my vote into the chat to give it the pig dog. So.
But, yeah, they are. But anyhow, we have to put one thing straight out the bat. A death roll has now joined the fray, and that is going to be one hell of a beast.
Oh, Mass
to deal with.
Matt just purchased a death roller after his last game.
Oh, I see it. Ew, disgusting. I've not played him yet, so I'm not a fan. Like, not an actual, not a fan. Like, it's the right move. I'm just not a fan because I know I'm gonna face that bastard.
You're gonna face it and you're gonna like it. It's gonna shove its spikes right up your ass.
I can say it because his name is Bastard. But yeah, I'm not happy about that bastard being there. Also, this channel's getting demonetized because I keep saying bastard.
I'm not gonna get glad I'm not to blame for this. So Don't blame me.
Eh, just quoting team's name. Ooh, but dwarfs. Dwarfs are always so scary. Especially in the league, because of so much tackle, so much block.
Speedy brought up a good point, though. All that it needs to get that death roller out of the equation is for Scythe to get the ball and just run it in for a quick touchdown.
That is
No
true.
more death roller.
Very quick touchdown.
I'm 99% certain that the dwarves now hold the higher TV, which means no bribes.
1150. Any loners?
Oh, it's got no
Plus
loners.
70. Yeah. So 1220 for the dark elves. Where are the dwarves?
So 10k.
Which means utterly nothing.
That means no
But Speedy is
bribe.
right.
Yeah, that
Speedy
means
is
no
right,
bribe.
though. Scythe does need to touchdown quickly, but however, that all depends on the coin toss. If the dwarfs win the coin toss, well, you know where that's going, don't you?
I believe there was.
Straight up
I believe there was a discussion about this earlier when we were watching his game. He doesn't play the ball. He sees punch. He take punch.
Scythe is much more. I'm losing. Fuck it. I'm gonna kill you. Like the moment. I think the moment the game goes against Scythe, he does sort of give up and go for fun plays, like beating you, fouling you, etc.
Oh yeah, but the thing is though, I think Scythe is in a bit of a. If Scythe is quick enough to give her that death roller, it will help him.
With
But
2
I
plus
fear-
movement pieces, that's possible.
But
Very
the thing-
possible.
Yeah, but the thing is though, we gotta remember, guys. Toss. That's what's gonna come down to. If the Dark Elves get it,
Yep. Or
try and
even if the dwarfs win the coin toss, and then suddenly a dark elves get the blitz, it could absolutely be the one-turn touchdown to remove the death roller and turn it completely dark elf favor because its biggest and most expensive piece is gone. I know it's not likely, but it is possible.
It's possible, but we have to also remember dwarves are like mini tanks. They're hard to shift.
Not all of them are tanks. Dwarfs are, obviously, up until this season, until we maxed our random teams, we all gentlemen agreement of no one picks dwarves because they're OP and bullshit.
But anyhow, shall we go along with the scores?
I think so. I'm not sure, so I'll let you go first, Black.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Fair. Roger?
You know, I think that just because Mass is so much more focused on the brawl than he is the ball, I think we're going to see a 2-1. I think that Scythe will be able to sneak a touchdown or two, probably two, past them. And as long as they get the ball, the Dwarves should at least be able to inflict some casualties and potentially get a touchdown of their own. I just don't think that the Dwarves have it in them to win with the playstyle of the coach.
Yeah, that's why I'm so unsure. Because I've seen Mass. Like, Mass is new or green. I want to give it to Scythe, but I also know how Scythe will just give up if it goes in his face against him. So I'm going to go 1-1 as well. Just because, as I said, Mass is so noob and Scythe is so for fun. So I think 1-1 as well. 1-1 draw.
Next up, in my view, the match of the week between the Older Than Dirt and the Masters of Warhammer.
Undead and High Elves. This is going to be a good match. Those undead look scary.
Yeah.
They look scary.
Yeah,
Let
they
me
are in my
find
view.
them.
Yeah, a mummy with block is utterly terrifying.
Oh yeah, shit! Didn't he just get blocked on both his mummies? He
He
did.
got
did,
his other mummy block, and one of them is also a guard. So, I mean, that piece is just going to... He's going to stand there and just wreck your day.
This team is filthy.
Yeah, that mummy's gonna be awesome right up until there's nobody on the line anymore. Then the mummy has nothing to do.
Yeah, but the mummy still outstrengths everyone bar another big guy.
Which the high elves don't have
Like,
access to.
yeah, that is the biggest point there. There's also
Duh.
only one tackle piece, and it's a white.
Yep, I was just gonna say the other thing that does come into this though is the tackling and the dodging.
What is the high elf teams?
They only have two. They only have two dodge though, so I don't think tackle's gonna be as big of a deal in this match as most matches against them.
That's the biggest thing. Right? Everyone's like, yeah, tackle, tackle, tackle. It's like, there's not as much dodge as you think there is.
I mean, if we look at...
dodge.
I mean, Oathmaster has two things going for him. One, he's faster. And two, he's got agility on his side. However, if that mummy gets motoring and starts wrecking the line, there's going to be nothing left when it's done.
Which is, out of all the elves, is the high elves' strength of their armor is better. It's only about one, but they do have armor. Because the other three elf teams do not.
Okay, elves have got a decent armor.
Which one?
Okay, elves.
Yeah, they're mostly 8.
Okay. Yeah, like, the Dark Elves are the most bash. The Wood Elves are the most pass and run. High Elves are, I always thought, the most stable, for lack of a better word. And Pro Elves no one even considers, because what the fuck is a Pro Elf?
Oh, high elves are like the... In elven terms, they're like the humans, the jack of all trade elves.
Basically.
However, I do feel this match is going to be tough for Oathmaster. I mean, don't get me wrong, he could outsped him and outpass him, but it's the strength department that's going to be his biggest weakness. And with those two mummies running amok, he's going to have to find a way to deal with the mummies to some extent.
Those mummies are so scary, so personally, I just walk away from them and ignore them. Like, alright, sure, you might get 1 blitz off in return. They're only moving 3 though, so you could even deny that.
I will say though that the thing that this undead team has going for them is that they have the 4 ghouls. They can match mostly the speed of the elf team. They're going to have at least 3 in on every drive, I think.
Yeah, 4 ghouls is scary, especially against a team that can't kill them. Obviously, ghouls are the weak link of the undead because they're the only non-regen player. But yeah, high elves aren't likely to kill you. So the undead should absolutely, even if win, lose, loss, whatever, they should still benefit from this game, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of torn on the scoring because this really is kind of a match of two titans.
Yeah, it's a match of coaches. I think the teams are both brilliant teams.
Maybe they're both good coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've said this every stream, but the undead coach is the oldest coach in the league. He's been playing Blood Bowl since it was released on tabletop, the very first version. He knows this game inside and out.
Man. Who is older than that? That's Wah, isn't it?
Yeah. Wah, aka Square Grouper.
When did he play? Because I played.
Yeah.
I started in. Not started, but I played it in 1995.
Blood Bowl actually started in the 1980s.
I wasn't born then, so I can't compete with that.
No, yeah, he is absolutely probably our oldest and most experienced coach. He knows what to do against any elf team you can throw at him.
Which I cannot wait to get to lock horns with, because before that I was the oldest and most experienced player, but he's took me out by a decade.
Apparently, he started a decade before I was born, so I can't compete here.
So it really comes down to, I think, the coaching, and it's... I'm going to have a hard time calling this one, guys.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Alright, based on what you guys have just told me, I can't say he's a new coach, but he's new to our league. He is also older than he's only... He's 5th, so 3 wins, 1 loss. I don't know who he lost against off the top of my head.
I think he lost to the I think it was the Skaven he lost to.
Alright, losing to Skaven's not unsurprising.
You're almost expected.
Yeah, but when you say you've played before I was born, and we have, in fact, I'm above him.
They actually lost to the Underworld week 1.
The Underworld. Okay, that makes it a bit more, in my head, a bit more on par of my coaching level.
To be fair, in that match, it was. Well, you gotta remember, Undead early life are not very, very good early life. But if they can get around like the 18th, 5th, and 10th match with some skills, they become quite terrifying. And we already see that with the mummies.
Yeah, let's get to the votes, and I'm gonna let you two go first, because this is another one I really have such doubts on of what I want my score to be. So, Roger.
I'm going to be very unoriginal and unexciting about this. I think it's going to be a 1-1 tie. I think both coaches have the tools here to win, but it's going to come down to the styles of the coaching, and who knows how to counter the other team more. It's going to be the dice and the knowledge.
Dice, absolutely.
I think it's going to be a 1-1. If it's, that's even then, that's just me kind of hedging my bets. I honestly don't know myself. This game is almost too close to call, I think.
Okay. Black?
I'm going for a 2-1 win to the Undead.
The Undead. Okay.
Just
any specific reason why?
Just don't think. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a very close match, but I think endurance is going to play a big factor, and I think the Undead have enough just to outlast the Elves in an endurance type of match.
That's fair. I'm actually gonna go 2-1 High Elves. Like, the Undead do have the ghouls. Shut up, Roger. They do have the ghouls that can do it, but the Elves have the armor to fight back to a degree, and they have the AG to just dodge away, run in circles around once those ghouls are gone. And knowing more about Oathmaster skill as opposed to Wild skill, I'm a believer in Oathmaster or Oathbreaker, and I'm gonna give him that win over 2-1.
You just want to believe in your fellow elves.
You gotta believe in the fellow elves. Like, everyone hates elves, so us elves gotta stick together.
So then the next up, we're going to have Crash Force, our orcs, and the Timmy's Tomb Tings, the Khemri team.
Double fire against Lorbath. Let's find double fire first. What state is this?
So, I missed his game earlier, but I've heard things, and those things scare me.
The first thing I want to talk about is this Tomb Guardian here.
Oh, you want to go to that?
Now,
Yeah.
question: why, in the name of Nuffle, did you pick Break Tackle? I would have gone with God for the Tomb Guardians.
You picked Break Tackle?
Yeah. Why did you not go for Mighty Blow or God?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was after our game. Spoilers. That was after our game. We didn't have that earlier.
Why did you pick Break Tackle? I get the idea you want to use the strength as an agility thing, but I would have picked Break Tackle as the third skill. I would have picked Mighty Blow or God.
He has no AG. Alright, he got an AG up from previous game, but
yeah, he just got an AG plus, so he's got an AG 3 skeleton.
Yeah,
so he can actually handle the ball some.
That one player can handle the ball at an average level.
That's better than where they were before.
It is better than where they were before, but then why would you Break Tackle?
Like, to be fair, I think he picked Break Tackle before he got the AG plus.
I would have.
Um,
I would have
I
went for.
agree.
I
Guard is
roll all
probably the
my
better-
things first before I pick any. I hope he did the same. Like,
mean-
based on Nuffle, he's absolutely a better player than me, so I'd hope he'd do that. But, yeah, sorry, Black.
Be honest, yeah, I would have. I'll be honest, I'm not convinced by this choice. I think that choice there is going to come and bite them in the arse, because the thing with the Tomb Guardians is, if that Tomb Guardian gets decked, like if he gets decked, and if he gets fouled, I mean, we've all seen what happens when he gets fouled. We've seen that happen a few times.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like...
Yep.
The K is so crap, and the fact that the Tomb Kings, while being like the 4th worst team in the entire league, were further nerfed by adding the K to the Tomb Guardians. I have no idea what Games Workshop thought with this change. But ignoring that, I have even less idea why Lord Bass thought Break Tackle was the right choice here. Like, I would have gone Guard or Mighty Blow. Why would you pick Break Tackle? Unless he's just that scared that more Tomb Guardians die, he wants a way to run away?
But he doesn't have the speed.
He doesn't have the
I mean-
speed.
I mean, if you look at the Orc team, Crash Force, excuse me. I mean, yes, they have got to win one real, but they've got Fan Factor 5, so they could easily replenish that. But also,
Yeah,
he's
he
got
started some though, which is... As an Orc main, I
Yeah.
hate Doppelfire's start and build.
Yeah, but also you got to remember, guys, he lost a Blitzer recently, so that's a big blow.
He has...
He has a
The fact Union has 2, you say he lost 1, that means you look at his roster, it should be 3. It's not, it's 2. I don't understand this Orc team at all. It makes 0 sense. 1 reroll.
2 Gavelins. Yeah, because he had the money to get that second reroll at
That's
the beginning of the league.
The
He
absolute...
spent it on assistance and fan factor and the cheerleader instead.
Yeah. In... Over the past, I think, 6 years of Blood Bowl, so that's BB2, BB1, and a year or 2 of Tabletop, you do not buy Fan Factor. It was changed to make it so you don't have to buy Fan Factor. Like, the actual optimal starting Orc team is 4 Black Orcs, 4 Blitzers, 2 Throwers, 1 Lineman, and 2 or 3 rerolls. He bought a cheerleader, 2 coach assistants, and a minimum of 1 fan factor. I don't know what he started with, but the fact he's on 5 at week 4 means it's minimum of 1.
I think he bought 2 week 1. So I think he literally could have gotten a second reroll.
To start with 2 Gobbos over your 4 Blitzer, 4 Black Orcs. Obviously, too little too late, but this team just makes no sense to me as an Orc main. Even now, it makes no bloody sense to me. So it's so hard to judge. Like, if it was a standard Orc, I'd absolutely be giving him the win right now. But such a weird Orc team. I'm not even sure.
Oh, I know what I'm going to predict for the scores.
Well, that's a good segue then. What do you think?
I'm going for a 1-0 win to the Orcs.
9-10. Let me have a quick look at TVs.
The Tomb Guardians will actually be slightly higher.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think they're equal. I take that back. They're exactly equal.
Equal. That's good to know. So, Roger, your prediction?
I'm torn because I want to see the Tomb Kings do well. I think that the Tomb Kings have it in their... They have the capability. They showed life, or unlife, depending on how you want to phrase it, in their last game. But the Orc team, I think, is just gonna outmuscle them. They've got more tackle or more guard. One of these days, I'll get it right. More block. They have more strength. Yeah, the troll might not be useful, but the black orcs alone will at least be able to deal with all of the skeletons and the blitz raws. Especially when you factor that black orc with block.
Yeah,
I think it's still more. It's still that extra one, and with the strength advantage, he's got more chance of getting the dice he needs. I think I'm gonna agree with Black. I think this is gonna be a 1-0 for the orcs. I would like to see. I would love to see Khemri come back from the position they were put in with one Tomb Guardian and almost nothing else. I don't think this is going to be the match where they do it, though.
So, knowing that they are now two Tomb Guardians, and this weird orc build, like, only 2 blitzers, they do have the money to buy another one for the match, to be fair, but 2 blitzers, 3 black orcs, sorry, yeah, 1 has block. I don't trust Doppelfire to know the game well enough to actually pull this out. So I'm going to go against you both and actually give this to Timmy's Tomb Kings in a 1-0. Based on the build, I just don't think Doppelfire knows the game well enough.
Anyhow, it's the battle of the of Johnny versus Blancao, which is the Stern Eberduros versus Valhalla. Here we come.
Indeed, it's yeah, I forgot what race Johnny is. I know it's against Norse. What race is Johnny?
It's Chaos Dwarves and Norse.
Chaos Norse. Thank you.
Battle of the Blockers.
So much block.
Chaos Dwarves, I think, are in a worse spot. They lost a Bull Centaur.
They did. That was brilliant.
It was messy.
They technically had 2 die.
Oh, there we go.
But the Apothecary saved the first one.
The first one, but the fact that it happened again.
That one was due to a foul, so once again, fouls get to be lethal.
Oh, hang on. Since that game earlier, he's bought a Mino. Didn't replace his Bull Centaur, he bought a Minotaur.
That could be a game changer.
That was wrong.
I don't know. I mean, this could be the perfect matchup for the Minotaur because you gotta remember with the Norse team having only armored 7, that Minotaur could run roughshod over his normal troops.
Yeah, but
it's
a Bull
gonna be
Centaur
super easy
would
to
have
get the
done it
blocks it needs.
better.
I'm gonna disagree solely because there's that Hobgoblin with Agi 4. That goblin can be your main ball person. The Bull Centaur is mostly going to be used as a blitzing thing, or just an impediment.
Yeah, based on the fact Johnny kept trying to pick up the ball with the Centaurs. For Johnny, the strength is probably better just because of the way he plays and how green he is. I think all Johnny wants to do is bash and kill.
And
however,
after you.
However, I believe there are 2 pieces on the game board that will be the most critical pieces. One being the Minotaur, the other the Yeti.
Battle of the big guys.
True.
Yep. And yet, now Yeti. Yep, Yeti has claw. So he could munch through dwarven armor. However, there's one downside to this Yeti though. He has no mighty blow yet.
Oh, he doesn't. I forgot they don't start with that. That's odd.
And he is 1 SPP shy of it. He literally causes any injury, he will have it for his next game.
Does
it
might not matter for this match, but he does have a disturbing presence though. So if Johnny thinks he is getting those streaky passes off, the Yeti's there, so it makes it harder.
It's true.
However, Johnny knows the Norse.
I know he played it last season, but based on his last season team, I wouldn't say he knows them.
He has an idea on how to play them.
No, he does not.
No,
I'm trying to be helpful for him.
No. Like, the fact 3/4 of his team was spat down last season. No.
But also, you gotta look at the price as well. I mean, where the Norse are not gonna out-bully with blocks, but at the same time, the Dwarves, the Chaos Dwarves, they're gonna have the same problem. They can't out-bully the Norse with blocks. It's gonna be a question of who can take the most punishment and survive.
Based on that sentence, it's always going to be dwarves. Chaos dwarves. But
There'll be a 20k team value difference in favor of Chaos. So the Chaos Dwarfs would get 20k, but I mean, they might as well get nothing.
And the Norse have 2 strength 4, 1 strength 5 piece. Because the Chaos Dwarfs only have strength 3s and strength 4 off the top of my head. Where are they?
They have the strength 4 Bull Centaur. Everybody else is strength 3 except for the Minotaur.
Oh, and the Minor,
strength
yeah.
5.
But the Yeti should match the Minos. So if you just average it, the Norse actually do out strength and out block when you consider Hobgoblin.
Which he will get a loner of.
He will get a loner, but they out strength. They have frenzy, which could either screw or benefit, as we all know how volatile that skill is. Obviously, the Mino has it as well, but a lot more of the North have it. Blonde Cow is a very green coach, whereas Johnny is a very
You dare me to do it, I do it, coach.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Johnny's playstyle is almost too chaotic to be able to figure out.
that's what I mean. I can't describe him with any one word. He's just so all over the place. Like, I have never beaten him in a league match. We've only played twice to be fair, but he's 2-0'd me. Yet when I watch him, it's like, how the fuck do I lose to this? He's just so all over the place, but Nuffle seems to be in his favour in doing it. You can never predict the Johnny match. And it's so weird.
I'll be honest with you. I feel this match, and I'm going to give my score actually now. I'm feeling it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
Fair. I actually think I agree with you. No, I'll stick with it. I agree with you. I don't think either coach has the speed or quote-unquote skill.
Yeah, I'm gonna triple up on this nothing scored game. I know Blonde Cow at least tries to go for the ball and tries to get the touchdown.
He does, but then Johnny's Nuffle luck counteracts any attempt.
And it's still a Norse team. You look at them, and they fall over.
Yeah, they'll die too quick, and Johnny will be too stupid. Sorry, Johnny. Not really.
It's gonna. I don't think either of them can really score in this. If I have to say that there will be a winner, I think it will be the Norse. I still think it's gonna be a tie.
I think it'll be a tie, but yeah, I am slightly favoured the Norse. But that's our scores for that match. Next up, England Knights. This is Radioactive Reagent. I believe that is Brett versus... I forgot what Radioactive are.
That would be Formal's Elven Union.
Oh, yes. Brett versus the Pro Elves.
I see something here.
Yeah?
The English Knights. Who the hell did Grim piss off? Because he seems to have no luck. The poor bugger.
He is one of the 2 teams to this point that still has not scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And he has tried.
Ow.
No, he has not.
Say,
the other one is the regular dwarf for mass.
Wait, I thought the worst halflings hadn't scored yet.
They have a score.
Ouch. Yeah, grim. Like, I opened your team and it doesn't look bad. Like, lacking, but not bad. How have you not
Formal
scored
complains
yet, bro?
about that he took so many blockers and very few blitzers, but he's picked up a new blitzer now. to do something about that.
Where is Mole's team there?
Mole's team is beaten up.
Oh yeah, it's been up pretty badly.
Holy hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's only got 8 roster players right now. One is an AG5. Well, why did he give Mighty Blow to a lineman?
It's me.
I was actually talking to him earlier while trying to decide my word answer skill. I rolled double, it feels bad not to pick one of the double skills. I picked Mighty Blow, but I did it on a ward answer. He's done it on a lineman with 0 support.
This has been the bashy lineman, to be fair, and Formal plays elves very weird. He plays bashy elf.
You can do Bashy Elf, and then you can do whatever this is. What skill is that? Hang on.
This is dying.
Leader? Where the fuck has he got leader?
This is Formal doing whatever sounds good at the time.
Yeah.
Um,
Considering how many levels I pick while drunk on my skull. But leader... Yeah, this team makes no sense.
they're two very rough teams. For differing reasons.
I think the Pro Elves are a lot rougher.
Yeah, I will agree. When it comes to the TV, I think they're getting close to being the same. I think I'm
1, 2, 3,
because
4, 5.
he'll need
7, 8.
Yeah, he'll need several.
So
Plus
6,
180. So
1, 2, 180. That pops him up to 1, 2, 3, 0. Unless my math is really shit, which it probably is.
I think it's 1150.
For that, yes. Okay, so 1150 for the Pro Elves. What is
1130.
okay?
The Knights are at 1110.
So
So
40k for the Bretts, which I was unless you're willing to have your own money, means nothing. It's the cheapest endorsement is 50k.
these are probably the two single most beat up teams we have this week. Just because neither of them really have a lot to really stand on. I think, Formal, I hate to say this, but I think Britannia's got the advantage here.
And Bretts,
It's
if they want, could actually buy another resident lineman. Like, I'd maybe even fire Handsome Earl with his AV down and buy another lineman, which doesn't change the team value scenario, but prevents him from earning SPPs before he gets the MVP.
The thing is, though, Grim just made a good point here. Nuffle hates him, and I've watched all of Grim's matches, and Nuffle has really went out of its way to screw him over, the poor bugger.
That is the other thing. I don't know where you put that, but yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that, unfortunately.
he is discussing in YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, Nuffle hates me, yeah. And Nuffle does hate Grim, and has hated him all of this season, and all of
It's not
last
been happy with
season.
Formal either. Formal can't dodge to save his life in these games.
Oh, I don't think he's doing that bad. Let's have a look at the
He
leaderboard.
lost 5-1 to the Skaven in week 1.
You lost 6-0 to the Wood Elves in week 1. You're still not the worst.
I got the most ridiculous nuffling of all time.
And as you said, the cutoff for playoffs at the moment is Formal. So he is low, I admit. But, you know, if the season ended right now, he is in playoffs because he's 16th. Yeah, Grim is 0-0-4 though. He is last.
Formal has managed to pull a tie out of his ass. He's pulled,
2 ties.
and then he's getting by with the skin of his teeth. And this was a very Pyrrhic victory for him. He lost a blitzer for this match. I mean, the lineman isn't a huge deal. losing at Blitzer for this game is going to be, I think, is why this game is so in Grimm's favor.
In the same way that last week I voted for Itty Bitty Titty Committee in hope that Nuffle can't continue to screw over DW rules, because, like, it's just cruel at this point. I'm gonna hope Nuffle is a bit more favourable to Grimm. And I'm gonna give it a 1-1 draw.
Sorry, bro.
No,
Go ahead.
after you. After you.
Big Graham, but I'm going for a 2-1 win to the Elves because I got a bad feeling Nuffle's going to rear its ugly head again against you.
Happens so much. It's like, it can't keep happening, surely.
I'm agreeing with Diaphil again. I do think it's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a very close game either way. I think if either team will win, it is more likely to be the Elves. But I think that they're a little lacking in their tools at this point. They don't have a whole lot going for them. And I think Grimm's lineup right now can take what they can dish out.
Yeah. I think if a win happens either side, it should be the Brett Spacing team. But that's, I mean, I just know Grimm's luck. It's like, Grimm should win, but Nuffle. So, yeah, draw.
Yeah.
But that's fair. Our next one is Gladiators Combat Evolved Lizards. This is KBG Rotterdam, which is Nurgle. I've already forgotten who Nurgle belonged to. I'm so bad at this.
Belongs to So We Fan.
That's it, yeah. I'm always confused with his name. So was
Lord.
in...
Are you trying to take the roles of presenter?
It's such an anime name. Like, I actually do like that anime, but I forever forget his name. But let's have a look at his Nurgle team first. So 12 players, nothing missing. Envy down on a rotter.
Not a huge deal with the movement down on the rotter.
No, the rotters are basically zombies, and with that movement down, it makes it equal to a zombie. But is it
better edgy still?
Oh no, Nurgle's rot. That's it. Oh yeah, of course, that was more ragey free. I forgot about that.
They're ball handlers.
Yeah, rotters are not bad.
Yeah, but you also got to look at the point as well. 2 of his Nugget Warriors have block.
They do. He's only managed 2 levels so far, which isn't bad. Oh, bad for him that it's not all 4 of them, but really good for him that he does have 2.
Also, he's got Claw, which is going to be a nightmare for the lizard, big Sauruses.
Yeah, that claw is gonna be real mean. When I played Glad, he focused very heavily on getting rid of my claw piece. He is scared of that claw, of these claw pieces. That will be his first target. I guarantee you.
Anything with armor 8 or above, yeah, he's gonna claw. Like, I personally don't care, so what else, with 7 being my highest. But yeah, you lot, the other claw.
You have a tree. You have an AV-10.
I've only just bought my tree. I haven't played a game with him yet.
But you have him.
I know, which is why I waited until after I played you to get it. Because I didn't want
you didn't have a choice except for getting him after me.
Oh, I could have not picked a wood answer and picked the tree instead.
I'd have liked that more, please.
I know you would have. That's why I didn't do it.
But, Glad's team though is shaping up quite well.
Yeah,
he's got 2 Saurus with block.
Do progress really well. Where are they? There.
Hunter's got sidestep and jump up. That skink is just going to be able to move wherever the hell he wants, whenever the hell he wants. There's not going to be much stopping him.
He also does have Saurus. As his Croc.
Yeah, he has his Croc. But to be honest, right, we have to look at it this way. Chubb, it's going to be a slobber knocker. It's not going to be pretty.
Slobber knocker. That's a good word
Fall
for
into
it.
one giant scrum.
And I kind of feel right. If the lizard, the sauruses, or the skinks take damage, it's gonna tip the scales.
If the
Now, if the
Sphinx
skinks
do.
start, if the skinks get hurt, but we gotta remember the skinks, like a goblin, if their armor breaks, they're in trouble.
Yep, stunty is absolutely a thing, which does make them a little bit more fragile. Obviously, treating roll 7 on 9 inch tail. KOs, KO or badly hurts, yeah, basically +1 to those two. The skinks are more likely to go.
We have seen Glad pull off 2 Saurus touchdown in this season, though.
Think of last season. What was the most feared fowler of last season? Skink.
If that was Russian Trump, the little pussy.
There we go. Russian Trump was feared beyond belief. And that was just a skink.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was a pussy. As soon as I give him a little love tap, he runs away like a little bitch.
I did the same, but you were still feared beyond belief.
I didn't fear him. I tried to kill him, and he just ran away because he found one person who wasn't afraid of him.
That's what Roger does as the werewolves.
Anyhow, back to on topic. And hey, oh, what's this? Did someone just end the chat here?
Yeah, Scare Grouper, would you please leave for now?
Bug? What?
What the heck?
Okay, I moved them
Sorry,
out.
mate. Yeah, sorry, mate, but we're in the middle of a show. I'll be honest. We best get on with the scoring because we're nearly up to 2 hours after we've done this video.
Yeah, we've been going into this for a long time.
So yeah, okay, predictions from Lizard versus Nurgle.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Okay. Roger?
I think it'll be probably 2-1 in favor of Lizards. The Skinks just provide too much scoring potential.
I was going similar, and I don't know how experienced Ethan Lead or forever getting his name confused because I know the anime it's from, but Ethan Lead or Ethan Fan, I think Glad is just more experienced. So I think 2-1 in favor of the Lizards. But
Okay.
our final match, Season 3 Revenants, being Roger Des Necro against Red Ram Serial Killers, being AR from Sir Fanax.
Be honest, this match is going to boil down to can the werewolf do maximum damage against the Chaos Warriors with his nice little claws?
Werewolves.
Oh, you got 2 now.
Yeah, you have 2 werewolves, and the Chaos, they do have all 4. So none of them have block. One has dodge, which, alright, you're all the double, I get. But block is way too important on the Chaos Warriors.
The thing that scares me about the Chaos team is that he does have 5 block pieces. It's going to be harder for me to eliminate those.
Yeah, he has 5 block pieces, all of which have horns, which is scary. But you can only use that once per spin. This is the only Chaos team I've ever seen where I think the fucking Warriors are the weak link. Like, 0 block on Warriors. Almost all Beastmen have block. Bar the Loner and the 1 guard piece. This Chaos team is backwards.
The other spot I would draw attention to is the disparity in team value. Because I have the 2 werewolves, I basically have all my core players, save for I do need still get a second goal. He's gonna be able to really be able to spend some good money. He does need a loner at 60.
Yeah. So 1170 on Chaos. Where is yours? I hadn't got to your team yet.
I am immediately next to him.
1340. Yeah. Yeah, he does get decent chunk of endorsement. I'll let you math out how much.
I think it's 170k.
isn't bad. Not knowing all the star players for all teams off my head. You could Wizard, Bribe, Double Bloodwiser.
Reroll and Bloodwiser. He's got options available to him, and it's going to kind of be interesting to see what he decides because he only has.
Yeah,
he has 3 rerolls, so he may not, but he doesn't have an apothecary, so he may spend on a wandering.
Wait, he doesn't have an APOC? Why?
He does not have an apothecary. I was just checking that. He does not have one currently.
I didn't even notice that, because I assume everyone has one, but no, he doesn't. What the hell? He also does have 140k in the bank. So, I think you can even buy the Mino before your next match, which would change things up.
I think Minos are 150.
Yeah, they're 150.
So he will be short the Minotaur.
That might
He's
be
saving
what
up
he's
for
saving
it.
Yeah.
So thank my lucky stars, he rolled 1 lower than he needed.
This is interesting. Like, you could change it up. Basically buys APOC, because one of those warriors dies, he's gonna regret not having that 50k investment.
I would enjoy new player.
But yeah, knowing he doesn't have that, he might even just spend 50k. Is it 50? No, 100k on the Wandering APOC.
I love to bring, or it's kind of a double-edged sword bringing this up. I have 4 kills in 4 matches. The only match I did not actually get a kill in was against the Lizardman.
I say you
So
killed in a mine despite your 6-0 loss.
So there is, if I continue that streak, at least one of his players are gonna die, and even if it's just, the weak link Chaos Warriors, otherwise it's a skilled beastman.
But that's the problem. The fact even you just said weak link Chaos Warriors, that is not a Chaos team. What the hell has happened? Like,
Interesting things.
yeah, he's got dodge, but it's still so weird. And
Yeah, and I only have 1 piece that can deal with that dodge. It's unlikely to come to that,
no,
but that's also a mighty blow piece.
like, AG3 average plus dodge. You can dodge it out as an average player would, but only moves 5, so that does not make a ball carrier.
I think I know what he's trying to do, and this is my theory. He may be looking at, right, if I have something that's dodge, it means it limits the number of ways he can go down. That's my theory on that.
Yeah, that is the thing of dodge is your first. Block is your first. If you roll dodge, you pick dodge, so obviously a Blodge warrior is scary as hell. But how have all of his beasts leveled up before the warriors? Like,
It took me, 9 games in the Nuffle League to get 2 SPP on my Chaos Warrior. 2.
that's just bad luck. Or you playing Chaos wrong somehow. Which is
most
what
of
I'm
it is
wondering about Fanax right now.
Fanax, most of it comes from like injuries and touchdowns. He has had a lot of injuries going his way.
Which is why I thought the Chaos would be skilled ones. Because obviously they have the strength that they should be his main bashers. And I know, was it last week, the week before, he had 5 level ups at once?
Yep.
Yeah. But how is he playing that his beasts are leveling? And not as warriors? Like, as someone who's using Chaos in the Reddit League or G-Man, whatever you want to call it, this is so weird.
Yeah, all of that block that exists right there happened this week.
Yeah, and it's all in the wrong place.
So, since I have to stay out of the predictions here, because I think we do need to get to that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I will stop
yeah,
prediction
the thing is,
2 hour. Nope, sorry, yeah, Black.
Yep, but it's not uncommon for Beastmen to get all their skills first before Chaos Warriors. You have to remember, Chaos Warriors are notorious for being slow at getting skills.
They are, which is why you start with all 4 of them, so they get them quicker. But for every single beast to level up before your warriors, or bar the one warrior.
but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, it's either
But-
some odd dice or he's played it wrong. I haven't watched his recent match.
I've watched his matches. He's playing them right. It's just Nuffles decided to give all the stuff to the Beastmen and the Chaos Warriors.
That's fair. As I say, it's either some odd dice, which is completely understandable, or he was doing it wrong. I didn't see, but if you've seen he's doing it right, yeah, that is some weird fucking dice.
It happens.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I will go on to my prediction to end the stream off, though. As much as I want Roger to lose and die, I think he should get a 2-0 here. He has the skills, he has the speed, and the Red Ram's lack of skills and block, specifically, I think is actually going to screw him quite hard. And especially when you consider all his block pieces are horns, you know, he wants to blitz one of those. I think Roger should know. Keep away from them.
I'm gonna go with Fenix winning 2-1.
Yeah, so
I-
2-1 for me, 2-0 for you. You're not allowed to say the score, Roger.
I know, but I was gonna say you said it the other way around. You said 2-0, he said 2-1.
You know what I meant. You're not allowed to say the score, but go on, give us a prediction. Do you win, do you draw, or do you lose? Just because we have it as a public thing now, which obviously should be done.
If I vote for anybody besides myself, I'm throwing the game. I want to win this. I think I have the tools to. It's going to come down to how much those guard pieces do make a difference. The dodge is just so weird to me. I'm not really too concerned with it, but the other trick is I'm still having to two-man the Chaos Warriors realistically to even get a 1 against them with most of the team. The Flesh Golems are the only ones that can go up against them, as is. I think I have the tools. I don't think it'll be 2-0.
1-0?
I'm more thinking it's probably going to end up being a tie as a 1-1. I think he can do it.
I just set my hope in you like, yeah, I've got this, I win. And then...
I would love to say that, but to do that is to completely discount what the other person's got.
Yeah.
And I think he has the tools to beat me. He has the tools to get the goals.
Gotta give
I can't call this straight.
Gotta give the chance to jinx yourself. Like, the more confident you are, the more chance you have to lose. But no, you actually thinks it's a tight match. So it'll be a tight match, and I look forward to watching.
It'll be fun. No matter how it shakes out, I think it'll be a fun match.
I hope so, and I look forward to it. But either way, that is our weekly predictions. Our analysis of the previous week shall be done shortly, or soon.
Hopefully before Wednesday this time.
Yeah, hopefully a bit earlier than last week, but not poking peeps. But anyway, it's been fun. I have been the Apple Eternal. Obviously, not streaming on my channel, so you can check me out at twitch.tv/TheAppleEternal, along with my co-host, Black Templar.
You know where to find me. I'm Black Templar at YouTube, so you know where to find me.
And my other co-host, Roger Death.
Roger Death on both YouTube and Twitch.
So, hope you've all enjoyed, and we shall absolutely see you during the week for our matches, and in the next weekly rundown.
Thank you all so very much for watching.
Have a wonderful day. Bye!